I used to think the wedding day would be the happiest day of my life. That's how it's sold to us in movies, bridal magazines, Pinterest boards. This flawless moment where the music swells, the doors open, and the man you love looks at you like you're the only person in the world. I had spent months imagining that moment with Noah, my fiancé. I could picture the exact expression on his face, the way his eyes would crinkle when he smiled. But when the day finally came, I didn't see that face. I didn't see him at all. Noah and I had been together for 6 years. We met at a mutual friend's birthday party in a cramped apartment downtown. I remember thinking he was too quiet for me at first. I was the talkative one, the life of the party type, while he hung back and listened. But that night, when we finally got a moment alone in the kitchen, he asked me a question about a book I was carrying in my bag, and we ended up talking for 3 hours straight. He had this gentle way of paying attention that made you feel seen. From that night on, we were inseparable. Our relationship was steady, almost boring in its stability, but in a way that felt comforting. We traveled together, moved in together, adopted a rescue dog, built routines. I loved him in a quiet, enduring way. I really did. But there's a danger in that kind of comfort, and I didn't realize it until it was too late. About a year and a half before the wedding, Noah reconnected with an old friend from high school, Evan. Evan was loud, charismatic, the complete opposite of Noah's steady calm. He was the kind of guy who could walk into a room and make everyone laugh within minutes. Noah had a small circle of close friends, and Evan quickly became a regular at our apartment for game nights or football Sundays. At first, I liked having him around. He was fun, unpredictable. Then there was that one night, about 9 months before the wedding, when Noah was out of town for work. Evan came over to drop something off, and we ended up drinking wine in the kitchen, talking until well past midnight. 1 glass turned into 2, 2 into 4. The conversation shifted from playful to flirtatious, and before I knew it, I'd crossed a line I couldn't uncross. It wasn't love. It wasn't even lust in any deep sense. It was the thrill of something forbidden, the kind of rush I hadn't felt in years. But the second it was over, reality came crashing in. I remember sitting on the edge of the couch afterward, my heart racing, thinking, this can never happen again. And it didn't. We agreed to never talk about it, to pretend it hadn't happened. I thought I could bury it. I convinced myself that one night didn't define me, that it didn't erase all the years Noah and I had shared. But the thing about secrets is, they rot in the dark. And over time, that rot spreads. Fast forward to the morning of our wedding. The venue was everything we'd hoped for. A sprawling vineyard, sunlight spilling over rows of grapevines, the air warm but not stifling. My bridesmaids and I were tucked away in the bridal suite. Champagne bottles popped, music played softly from someone's phone, and the makeup artist was working her magic. I was nervous, but in the normal butterflies in your stomach kind of way. About an hour before the ceremony, one of the bridesmaids, Jenna, walked in looking pale. She avoided my eyes, muttered something about needing to check on something, and left again. I brushed it off. There were a million little moving parts, and I assumed it was some logistical hiccup. Then my father came in. He didn't knock, didn't smile, just walked straight toward me. His face told me before his words did that something was terribly wrong. "We need to talk," he said quietly. The room fell silent. My friends all froze, mascara wands and lipstick tubes hovering in midair. He led me out into the hallway, away from the others. "Noah's not going through with the wedding," he said. Just like that. No preamble. I actually laughed. Because what else do you do when someone drops a bomb like that? But my laugh died in my throat when I saw he wasn't joking. "He knows," my father continued, "about you and Evan." I felt my entire body go cold. My knees wobbled. My first thought was, how? We'd been so careful. But apparently one of the other groomsmen, someone who had always had his suspicions, confronted Evan that morning. Maybe the pressure of the day, maybe his own guilt. But Evan cracked and admitted it. The groomsman went straight to Noah. And Noah, instead of confronting me in a storm of anger, did something far worse. He left quietly, packed up his things, told the officiant it was off, and drove away. He didn't even want to see me. Inside the bridal suite, my bridesmaids were buzzing with panicked whispers. My mother's face was red with fury, not at Noah, but at me. She didn't even try to hide her disgust. Vendors began quietly packing up flowers, breaking down the arch, covering the tables. Guests were being discreetly told to head home. I stayed in that back room for hours after everyone else left. I couldn't face anyone. The humiliation was so thick it was hard to breathe. The aftermath was worse. Noah blocked me on everything: phone, social media, email. His lawyer contacted me about canceling all the contracts, dealing with deposits, sorting through the wreckage of the life we'd built. Every conversation had to go through a third party. His family, who I'd been close with for years, cut me off completely. My own friends were split. Some tried to comfort me, others washed their hands of me entirely. The gossip spread fast. In our social circle, in the extended families, even in my workplace. People I barely knew sent me messages telling me what a terrible person I was. Others just stopped speaking to me. Evan left town a few months later. I haven't heard from him since. I don't even know if he and Noah have spoken again, but I doubt it. It's been 10 months now. I live alone in a small apartment, working late to fill the hours. Noah's dating someone new. I've seen pictures. She's stunning. They look happy in a way that twists something deep inside me. I wish I could hate her, but I can't. She hasn't done anything wrong. She's just standing where I should have been, in a life I destroyed with my own choices. And every night, right before I fall asleep, I hear my father's voice in my head. He's not going through with it. It's the moment my entire world collapsed. Quietly, without drama, but with a finality that left nothing standing. If I've learned anything, it's this. The truth doesn't stay buried. You can cover it, hide it, deny it, but it's still there, growing in the dark. And when it comes for you, it takes everything with it.